Hello, my name is Michael Odin, creator of Nine Realms Publishing and writer of indie favorites The Embrace, Judex, and Elysian Fields Reborn. Welcome to Indie AAR. What is an AAR, you ask? It stands for After Action Review. For anyone that's served in the military, you already know this, but the point of an AAR is to give a brief overview of the mission, or in this case, give the synopsis of the story the creator is trying to tell, and follow that up by giving 3 sustains and 3 improves. This concise form of feedback is perfect for giving constructive criticism for writers in the indie scene without making anyone feel like they are put on the spot. No one is perfect, and everyone has room to improve. So without further ado, today we are looking at Marion and Jason Mathews' Battle Chronicles Sol-Stryker number 1. So let's get to our mission overview, shall we? Welcome to the world of A.A.R. For centuries, war has raged between the valiant kingdom of Hikari and the immortal shadow-dwelling Marion hordes. At the heart of this conflict stands the Sakai dynasty, the royal Hikaran bloodline who have mastered the unique power of Solar Ki. With this power, the kingdom and its elite division of soldiers, the Sol-Strykers, serve as the first line of defense against the disenfranchised creatures of the night. Yet whispers of an ancient power stir within the Marion ranks, threatening to annihilate the gleaming kingdom and reveal its transgressions from a concealed past. Get ready to embark on an epic journey where warriors are torn between duty to their nation and the truths they uncover about the very system they've sworn to uphold. As the line between enemies and allies blur, those fighting must decide what they stand for, and true heroes will emerge to save the world. So now that we understand what exactly this book was trying to accomplish, we can now give our 3 sustains and 3 improves. For our 3 sustains, we have the first, which is art by Marion and Andrew Dahlhaus is outstanding. Puts his all on every page in his layouts, and these character designs are striking as they can be. These qualities are only that much more enhanced by Andrew Dahlhaus's colors. Together, these two paint a vibrant picture of a fantastical new world for audiences to dive into. Our second sustain is the world and characters are rich with possibility. This first volume carries a heavy weight to get the audience to be invested, and it does this. I left this first issue wanting more, and that's precisely the feeling you want to leave people with at the end of an issue 1 or first volume. Our third sustain is there are tons of literary references and media references in general. It is important to write what you know, but tantamount to write about what you love. We see what this writing team loves and draws inspiration from the visual styles of some of the most popular JRPGs of all time, to the names, personalities, and even stories of some of literature's finest protagonists. Personally, I see a blend of post-Vulgate Arthurian mixed with Dumas' D'Artagnan romances as chief influence on a lot of our leading characters as personalities. Now, before we head to 3 improves, it is important to note that this section is not meant to hurt feelings. It's meant to help indie creators grow. And just because these are things that I feel could be improved, my opinion is not the be-all, end-all. So without further ado, here are my 3 improves. 1. This issue has a lot of exposition, and while it may have been necessary to an extent, this could very easily turn away a lot of readers who were expecting a faster-paced action book. 2. The first and second improve are very closely linked. This issue is very exposition heavy, and as a result, its action doesn't really feel like it's very well dispersed. While there is technically around 20 pages of action sequences in the book of a 52-page run, their placement at the very beginning and very end of the book Make the middle, where all the exposition lies, feel less like a brief respite and more like a drawn-out break. 3. There are a few characters whose voices were not as concrete as others. This is bound to happen with an ensemble cast, and with only 52 pages, it's difficult to manage the time to develop every single one of them and convey their voices effectively to the reader. Battle Chronicles Sol-Stryker Volume 1 is a very strong start for an indie series. Its strong sense of visual style and its ability to lay subtle tribute on classic literature, games, and film through its storytelling make it a must-read for any indie comic fan, or just a comic fan in general. While it has its slight issues in narrative pace and exposition, these issues don't hold it back and will almost certainly be rectified in further installments, as they won't have to necessarily retread that ground. To give a ranking for these books, I am going to keep the military theme and rank it by firepower overmatch. Infantry doctrine states that in order to safely engage an enemy, you need, at minimum, 3-to-1 fire superiority. This will serve as our ranking for a strong book that I fully recommend. 2-to-1 fire superiority will serve to rank a book that is not quite there, but shows a lot of potential. And 1-to-1 fire superiority will serve to rank a book that I cannot recommend. So, without further ado, Battle Chronicles Sol-Stryker receives an Indie AAR 3-to-1 fire superiority ranking. Please be sure to check out this book. The link to the Kickstarter is in the description, and make sure you hit the like button and subscribe.